Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And checking out Portland, right now, quite a ways down below.
And when I look at Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And Lillard gets it to go. Two great pivot men tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple years. If you were playing now, you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game is evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you can do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Pejas, Stojakovic's, and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
And here are the Nuggets now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Count it, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. No good there.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And Millsap slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Now, here's Lillard. Bucket is good. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
3 for 4 to start. I mean, he's going to try to keep this streak going as long as he can.
Porter can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers trail by 4. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's Anthony top of the key. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Dozier's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Jokic finds Morris. Back to Jokic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 8 points for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Cole in for Torrey Craig.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bole's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
And here's Little after Bol made that last three-pointer. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Denver making a switch here. Daniels is checked in, and he sinks the second. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simons surveying the D. Back to Hazonia. To the middle. Simons, the pass to Little. 2 on the clock. Over Bull. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the
Basketball, like fashion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2. Here's Trent, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Trent passes to Simons. Here's Trent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 3 on the clock. Takes a 3. The rebound by Grant.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Cole, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to Trent, kicks to Whiteside. Here's Simons. The three-pointer, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
Murray's checked in for Monte Morris. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Lillard. 25 points last game. Fans just broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7. Pass to Nurkic to stop the run, and he comes up with the deuce.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Porter dishes to Murray. Back to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. And it's McCollum in the corner. For the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
And Jokic gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Inside from 11 feet away, and Lillard throws it down.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Grant, right side. Porter in the corner. Murray outside. Here's Dozier. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. McCollum finds Collins. That's a 2 from Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
The kick out to Porter. Feeds it to Grant. Passes it to Dozier. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Denver on top. They're up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. That's the group from Mccollum getting going here in the second half.
Oh, man, star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. Mccollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect. He sure worked his way to the top.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. That one drops for him. Millsap's got 9 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Collins. Back to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Collins. And Collins is right there.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Lillard. Mccollum outside. And there's the pass to Carmelo. To the inside. Collins kicks to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. 4-year player at Lehigh, Mccollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major. But now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner, man. Keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter dishes to Millsap. Makes it off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray finds Porter over Anthony. Porter, no luck. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Lillard scanning the floor. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Nurkic. McCollum against Porter. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Denver leading by 3. And Porter, here we go. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Left side Collins. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Keeps it alive. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 now.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Jokic, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Porter against Anthony. Dishes it to Nurkic. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And here's Anthony for 3. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Here's Murray. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard against Murray. And Lillard gets double-teamed. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
This is who McCollum is, someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Lillard left side. Here's Collins. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Trail. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1. Bull, good work defensively by Whiteside. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And it's Little atop the key. Pass to Simons. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets trail, and they're pushing it up. Here's Daniels. The rebound by Simons. The Trailblazers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Now, here is Morris. A 3 ball. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. Now here's Little. Pass to Hezonja. Here's Trent. To the middle. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. And now here comes Daniel. Even the break. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Now Hezonja. Here's Trent. Can't cash in from the high post. The Nuggets trail by 4. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said nobody thought we'd be in this position right now, and we are. He said he was proud of his guys, and he also said, now go finish this thing off and get this win. Kevin?
Here's Trent after the Nuggets pick up 2. Inside, here's Collins. Whiteside tried to break free. Shot by Collins, no good.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Dozier kicks to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Dozier to the paint. Here's Millsap. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
They count on Millsap to deliver deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Outside Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
Hey, great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Now here's Millsap. Outside Porter. Craig passes to Millsap. Over Collins. Here's Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Yes. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Lillard. From deep. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him and make crucial shots.
Here's Lillard. Out to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Down low. Collins. Yes!
Upping his intensity in these moments is clear. Collins loves taking important shots.
Jokic passes to Millsap. Murray against Lillard. Jokic tries the double. Good!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Passes it to Whiteside. Lillard, right side. Jokic with the steal. Here's Craig. Money!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Blazers.
The players love it. Thank you, David. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Mavericks. Right now at the playoff start, they would have the 7th seed. And checking out Portland, a couple spots below.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweighed the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Yusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Yusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing. And the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. Lillard against Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Lillard against Doncic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And another 3 for Portland.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Curry outside. He can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
McCollum against Curry. McCollum passes to Nurkic. And he gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mavericks trail by 10. On the wing, Hardaway. Out to the wing. Shot to stop the run. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Lillard with it. Guarded by Doncic. 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. And it's Lillard missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Mavericks pull it in. 1:29 left in the first quarter. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Nurkic. Here's Collins. He sinks the 11-footer.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Mavericks trail by 8. Curry looking it over. From 10 feet out, Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard outside. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Curry. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Burke. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes to Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Barea. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Marjanovic finds Burke. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Simons. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Kleba. Sinks the triple. Kleba's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Simons surveying the D from 10 feet out, and Portland again with the bucket.
Wonderful use of the pick and roll, especially by Whiteside, slashing right to the bucket and getting that one to go.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. It's Hezonja in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Trent. Offensive rebound. Here's Simons. Hezonja on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. Here's Barea, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Simons, the pass to Hazania. And it's Little atop the key. Pass to Hazania. Here's Simons, guarded by Barea. A nice shot by Simons. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Burke, the pass to Barea. Back to Burke from past the arc. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 11. The pass to Hazania. And finish off by Hazonia.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Burke kicks to Barea. Puts it up from 12. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Portland's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here's Simons taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Whiteside. He dishes it to Little. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Portland. Look. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Portland was looking great right away, competing with a chip on their shoulders. And that'll do it for our halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in a power forward position. Lillard from outside. It doesn't go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Porzingis on the follow.
There's just too much size with Porzingis to stop him from doing that.
Doncic against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Collins. That one good for 2. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Hardaway. And the pass to Porzingis. Nurkic with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Curry. Lillard, right side. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Brent, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
Here's Collins. Following the score by Dallas, Anthony dishes to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 9 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Inside, Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Out to Doncic. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a moment here to see the numbers for C.J. McCollum. Putting up about 22 points per 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
.116 left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Outside Anthony. Just his first attempt. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Anthony's got his first points in this one. Now here's Burke. D right on him. Goes to Porzingis. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. Burke covering. 3-pointer. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Goes up to the stripe, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Simons. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
Here's Trent. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now off the inbound, and so it's the Portland Trailblazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Things have been clicking offensive. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Nurkic is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. And right, here we go. Cleveland. Portland grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Doncic with the steal. To the inside. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Wright.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Right side up top. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, you've got these options: Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver. Who do you go with?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. But not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do. But his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
Here's Wright. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wright's got 4 points this quarter. And here are the Trailblazers now. 10-point lead. Here's Trent. There's the pass to Simons. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Simons missing. Mavericks trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. At the 10th, there's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now, here's Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Simons. Here's Trent. Over Wright. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got his first points of the night. Mavericks trail by 12. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber, and Curry subbed in for DeLon Wright. Doncic against Lillard. To the middle. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Jusuf Nurkic.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and a wrecking ball on both ends.
Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Now Lillard from deep three-point range. Misses there. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your
Now it's ended down today. Well, the Nuggets lucky to have it. Thanks, David. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Here we go. You look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Dallas Mavericks. And they're down 4 spots from them.
You know, right now, Dallas, what a nice turnaround this season has been for them compared to just a year ago. They couldn't afford to suffer through another campaign like that.
They did a very good job putting that in the rear view and moving forward this season. They still have a long way to go to be considered a top team, but they've definitely made progress.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Doncic, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter kicks to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season, because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
That one goes. Count it. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
On deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Doncic. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Passes it to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Shot clock at 5, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
For Dallas, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Doncic gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Curry with a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Out to the right wing. Jokic against Porzingis to end the run. The putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Just has that feel for the game, a feel for how to generate points, and that was a thunderous putback by Millsap.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game, so many offensive skills in his toolkit. Doncic with it. He's covered by Murray. A three from Porzingis. Rebound by Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Takes the three, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Grant is out there at Bowl. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot.
Well, what a lineage for Jeremy Grant, a member of that very famous Grant family in NBA history. His brother, father, and uncle have all played in the league. And what a job he's done to follow suit.
Burke with it. Pass to Barea. Plumlee with the steal. Morris inside. Burke covering. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The pass to Dozier. Goes back up. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Down low. Here's Barea. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barea's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And that one falls for Burke. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next. How can I be better?
Right outside. Outside for Barea. There's the three. Good on the triple. Barea's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
Bull can't hit. Here's Dallas. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's the three. The Mavericks rebound. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Daniels. Back to Burke. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Barea. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Bull. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 11.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Doncic outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 10 points.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
And talking about Bull, his dad, Manute Bull, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Morris against Doncic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Morris kicks to Daniels. Porzingis with the block. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic outside. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Morris passes to Bull. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Right block shot. Nice D from Porzingis.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. 6 seconds left now here in the second. For three, Murray.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He's been a major threat.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points. And that does it for our...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And there's the feed to Porter. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Outside Hardaway. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got his first points of the game.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
It's deflected. Curry looking it over. He dishes it to Hardaway. Doncic passes to Curry. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Murray. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Craig, guarded by Curry. With the shot. No good off the front iron.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. And Barea subbed in for Seth Curry. 5 on the clock. Barea with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. The kick out to Wright. Fires for 3. Headshot off. The Nuggets trail by 11. Morris, left side. Back to Plumlee. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Grant dishes to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. Plumlee trying to break loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Millsap comes in for Grant. Now Barea. He's got 7. Pass to Kleber. Out to the right wing. Burke with it. He's against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. And the shot goes in. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Here's Marjanovic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9. Here's Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He kicks it to Daniels. Passes it to Dozier. Jokic inside. Marjanovic on him. The shot's good. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Burke. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 12-4 run.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
To the inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that's going to do it for... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Daniels in at the small forward.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Pass to Dozier. Can't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic feeling it out. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Porzingis, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Nuggets making a switch here. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. We're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Porter. Here's Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Porter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. Now, this guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th assist in this one. Millsap passes to Murray.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Dallas calls timeout. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 44 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about 4-peat.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Porter passes to Millsap. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Pass to Kleba. On the wing, Hardaway. Right side, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway. That one a little long. The Nuggets trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Inside, here's Doncic. Right side, Porzingis. Hardaway for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Morris. Kicks it to Bull. Morris against Wright. Morris dishes to Bull. Denver needs to get off a shot. And again, Denver no good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20 and first looks at what's coming up.
Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our... Get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Trailblazers, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Now here's Lillard. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Craig. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Dishes to Anthony. That's a 2 from Lillard. Nice D from Porter. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer. And he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets. You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Murray against Lillard. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Murray kicks to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic, no good.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Murray kicks to Craig. Passes to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Denver needs to get off his shot. Craig can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Nurkic with it. McCollum outside. Porter against Anthony. Shot from the wing. The putback and the second chance effort by McCollum.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Jokic draws the double. Nurkic with the block. Lillard outside. Down low. Picked his pocket. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Millsap slams it in.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
Lillard outside. Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Offense, the order of the day is the first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little and it's Trent in at the 2. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Nuggets trail by 5. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Like the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Inside and stolen by Whiteside. Trent passes to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. The Trailblazers in second.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Little gets the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Just 5 to shoot. For 3. shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Stolen by Grant. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
I like the fact Grant isn't afraid to be risky on defense at times. I mean, using his wingspan, that gives him an opportunity to clog up passing lanes and maybe create some open court opportunities for his team.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And stolen by Bull. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Grant, and Porter subbed in for Monte Morris. McCollum finds Anthony. 17 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard with it. Now Bull defending. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Millsap. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of the first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, I like that.
And that's
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
3-pointer, Lillard. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Craig, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Craig's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
For three, Murray. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Lillard against Murray. Here's Nurkic. He feeds it to Lillard. Anthony taking his time here. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Porter with the steal. For the three. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Paul Millsap. And that's 13 points for Jokic.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Lillard outside. Clock at 6. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Porter passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Murray against Lillard from past the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Murray, here we go. And it's good for 2. And now an 8-point Nugget lead. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
1:04 left to play in the third. Porter passes to Murray. To the inside, Millsap. Another shot, sweet move, and the layup is up and in. Millsap's got 6.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap, Kevin, is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Porter kicks to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Anthony. And that one's good by Porter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Lillard against Murray. Here's Nurkic. The offensive rebound.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Pass to Jokic. The 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. No good from Grant.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simons, the pass to Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Zach Collins checked in for Little. Here's Grant. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Simons surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 10. Pass to Dozier. Now Jokic launches it. The Nuggets with another miss. Whiteside finds Collins. Back to Whiteside. And there's the pass to Simons. Doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Morris outside. Taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Trent can't hit.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Dozier passes to Grant. To the left wing. Now here is Morris. Here's Dozier. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Plays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
Pass to Whiteside. Kicks it to Carmelo. Offside Collins. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Grant against Anthony. The rebound by Grant. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Daniels. Morris against Collins. Daniels kicks to Morris. Here's Dozier. They get the rebound. Jokic passes to Grant. Morris looking over the floor. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The Nuggets leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And here's Morris for 3. That shot off, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Adams in the corner, fires the 3, hits it from three-point range. Adams has got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now Morris. The pass to Daniels. Lets it go with a three. The Nuggets with another miss. To the middle. Here's Hazonia. And finished off by Hazonia.
Boy, and the bounce ability of Hazonia. Man, he's incredible as a leaper. A great dunker when given room to launch.
So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
Well, and we've got, I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, they've got Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. The pride is involved. And it's about the standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the Mavericks pick up 3. And it's Lillard missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. His 3-pointers off the mark. Doncic against Lillard. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 6.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent. With tremendous range.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Right wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 6.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Anthony against Hardaway. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard again missing. Dallas leading by 5. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. They had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game.
Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. .137 left in the first. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Burke kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Kleba. It's tipped, but he recovers it. Back to Barea. Pass to Kleba. Over Hazonia. Up again. They grabbed their own miss. Burke the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, come on now. What defense? Nobody was willing to get in his way.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
And he converts the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Trailblazers trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard, the pass to Hazania. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And stolen by Hazania. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Seconds left. Whiteside, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Mavericks lead. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
We've got Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright, and it's Kleba in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Barea kicks to Wright. Here's Kleba. Hazonia defending. Pass to Kleba. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. A wide open look here for Wright. Misses the wing J. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And it's Simons missing.
Golden opportunity that you can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's Marjanovic. Trains it from 9 feet away. Marjanovic has got 6 points. Trailblazers trail by 4. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Trent, guarded by Barea. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Little. Trailblazers keep it alive. The shot comes out. Dallas leading by 4. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Turnovers haven't been a problem for them so far, but they didn't do a very good job taking care of the ball right there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Here's Nurkic. It's good. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Wright. Passes to Finney-Smith. Over Anthony. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. When you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? You were special. The Okay, so you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, kid. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop, that as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Thanks, man.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. 2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yeah, G, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possession.
And he gets the bucket. Collins has got his first basket of the night.
Well, doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Hardaway. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Porzingis, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points. And that
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. To the left side wing. Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good. Trailblazers shooting 43% for the game.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And Curry has it in the corner. Doncic against Lillard. Left side Curry. Over McCollum. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Curry. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat guard from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. He kicks it to Lillard. Deep two from Anthony. The Mavericks pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Curry's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, Kev, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Outside Curry. Passes it to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic trying to get open. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. McCollum up top, guarded by Curry. McCollum passes to Lillard. Over to the wing. McCollum outside. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Curry looking it over. Outside Hardaway. The trade. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Curry.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Outside, Porzingis. 1:29 left in the third. And Doncic, here we go. Shoots over Lillard. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Doncic with the steal. Last break, Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Doncic against Anthony. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile 3-level scorer.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. White is out there with Burke, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Down low. Here's Wright. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Back to Curry, over Anthony. Dallas again missing. Portland trailing here, and it's time for an injury report. Now let's send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Boban Bogdanovic. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Mavericks gave us some information. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Wow, fellas, really tough news. It's going to have a big effect on the rest of the guys. Always so hard to have a teammate go down like that.
And here is Burke. Shoots the three. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Burke can't get it to go. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Wright, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. Nurkic with it, out guarded by Porzingis. Lillard with it to tie it up. Here's Collins. Over in the corner, Lillard to take the lead. No good.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He hits both from the stripe. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Doncic. Drills the three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard outside. Here's Collins. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Upping his intensity in these moments is clear. Collins loves taking important shots.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break up the floor. McCollum, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Curry. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Outside for Curry. Doncic trying to get open. Curry can't get it to go. Blazers on offense. A 2-point game. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. Pass to Nurkic. Here is Lillard. Back to Nurkic. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. It falls!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Three-pointer, Lillard throws the shot out of this area code. Stuffed it and grabs the rock. The one-man stuff, so it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks. Pull it.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each.
The city of Denver is in full. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. A look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Dallas sitting there 4 spots below.
And when I look at Denver, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Craig in a 2-guard.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Curry from deep 3-point land. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Craig kicks to Millsap. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason in what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Porter pulls it in. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Millsap, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Huge play from Millsap, getting hit on the shot, but still sinking that one over the D.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Tips it up, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 8 points.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Curry finds Doncic. 13 feet away. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Millsap with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Now here's Murray, guarded closer. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Murray. That's 10 points for Millsap.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Hardaway kicks to Finney Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Porzingis. He's covered by Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Hardaway. Tries again. Denver grabs the miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Jokic against Porzingis. The 8-footer. In deep. Jokic drops it in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bobbled by Murray. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Porzingis passes to Curry. Doncic outside. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Loads it up for Millsap. And that one's drained from the low block. Millsap's got 14.
And now the defense has to shift what they're going to try to do with Paul Millsap getting off to a hot start here.
Here's Murray. And that one released in time, but no good. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip.
The Nuggets had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Paul Millsap has been underrated for most of his career. A consistent double-double threat and has performed at an all-star weekend.
Now here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Bull can't hit. Mavericks leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dozier kicks to Plumlee. And the rejection by Marjanovic. The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Passes it to Barea. Right outside. Marjanovic passes to Burke. Count it. Good. Burke's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Mavs.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
From deep. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Here's Barea. The pass to Marjanovic. He kicks to Burke. Dallas moving the ball around. Out left to the wing. Right side. 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it. He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
Mavericks leading by 4. To the middle, all alone. And J.J. Barea, the bucket on the assist by Burke. Barea's got his first basket.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Bull. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Burke kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Kleba. He's covered by Grant. From outside the arc. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Morris comes over to help. Pass to Marjanovic. Now Burke. Back to Kleba. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. Burke can't get it to go. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Michael Porter comes in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Now here's Porzingis. He's got 10. Good defense by Jokic.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Porter outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 10 points and that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Now, here's Doncic. Over Murray. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Murray. Millsap left side. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Hardaway for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a 3-point shot. Consistency would help.
Here's Murray. And that one hits back iron.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. Grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Curry has it in the corner. A clear look for Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Monte Morris is checked in for Paul Millsap. And Dallas also making the switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Curry, and it's Burke in for Doncic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Craig. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one, no good. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the miss by Jokic. Burke with it. Morris is there. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green.
And they'll support it.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here is Hardaway. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. 13 feet away. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Here's Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kicks to Grant. Moves back up. Jokic trying to free himself up, and he gets it back.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Right down low, and the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got his second basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Mccollum moments ago with some words for his players.
Raising a shot. No hesitation.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside for Curry. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets the three fly. Another three for Dallas.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Curry passes to Marjanovic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray. Easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Right side Curry. Over Porter. And another basket for Dallas.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Here's Murray. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And haven't done as much damage inside as they did in the first half, but they should not get away from that. They can still put pressure on the D if they pound it inside.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
Knocks it loose to the inside. Murray, good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease. And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Murray against Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And it's Denver with the rebound. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Doncic against Murray. Outside for Curry. Inside Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
And the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That ties it up. 12 points for Jamal Murray.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Doncic feeling it out. Down low. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Murray. Inside. And it's Jokic missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Dallas moving it around. Right side Curry. Second chance effort. Got it.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Jokic. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. White, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Doncic.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Corner outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Burke with it. Baseline jumper. Count it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. Now, the play was directly designed for Millsap to get the ball in his sweet spot, and he comes through.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Burke. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Jokic. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 7 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry,